a great opportunity to. So I apologize to everyone for the slight delay, but I want to thank you for being patient with me. And I just want to make sure this is going live on YouTube, and it's taken a few seconds here. Okay, and what I'm going to be a great opportunity to. So I apologize to everyone for the slight delay, but I want to thank you for being patient. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to yeah, I'm not sure why it's showing this on my end, but okay. Well, without further ado, let's get cracking here. As my dad used to say. Okay, got it. Okay, so what I'm going to do right from the very beginning here is I'm going to put in the chat. First and foremost, this is my 1-year anniversary celebration event. It was exactly a year ago on December 11th that I actually was introduced, had this information shared with me. And that's why since that point, I've been so excited to share this with everybody because it was life-changing information for me. It's something that I wasn't aware of. And it was something that I after it was shared with me, I'm like, I have to let more people know about this because I know there's a lot of people out there that do not know this information. So this is more or less, it's a informational event, but it's also, it gives you some ideas of, like I said, it's a great Christmas gift idea. Get my gold solutions. It's a great Christmas gift idea, but then okay, so I'm gonna put my in I'm going to put in the chat here my email address because this is with it being part of my 1-year anniversary celebration. I do have, you can qualify for a weekly cash prize, which will be this evening at midnight. I will be doing a drawing for that. And then also it'll qualify you for a monthly drawing for a highly collectible silver coin. Okay, that I wanted to give everybody the opportunity to win. Plus on top of it, with being my in the spirit of giving in this Christmas season, I do have an unheard of, unbelievable offer that nobody else is doing, and I will be sharing that within the presentation. It's something that it's from me to you. It's my way of showing my appreciation to you for taking the time to be with me here on this webinar and sharing this my anniversary celebration with me. And it's like I said, it's from me to you. It's just my way of thanking you for taking the time to be here. So to qualify for the drawings, for the weekly and the monthly drawing, you don't have to enter twice or anything. All I need you to do is send me a quick email at rick@silveranddgoldsolutions.com, and actually it should be .org. Yeah, in a minute. I'll correct that in a minute. Yeah, let me see if I can. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Boy, I'm not having a good time here. What am I doing here? Gold. There we go. And then I'm also going to just give me your biggest takeaway from the presentation. You know, and obviously at the beginning here, don't critique me on the beginning here because of the you know, a little bit of troubles I'm having here technical wise. But it's just, you know, let me know if you had an aha moment, or if there's something that you learned, or if it's something that, even as far as like constructive criticism as to what I can do better. That's how, all you have to do is to qualify for the drawings. Just send me a quick email at that email address. And then I'm also going to put down here a website. And in this website here gives like a 10,000 foot overview of what I'm sharing with you this morning. And what it is if you go to this page, it'll actually show you, it'll have 3 short videos on there, and it'll have that kind of gives like a very, like I said, 10,000 foot overview of what I'm sharing. And then it'll have a button there if you want to learn more information, or it says, sounds good, I'm in. Or let's get started, and just click on that, and then you can also see the information there too as well. But then also, because I have a really exclusive opportunity here, not only can you save in the form of silver and gold, but what I'm, you know, a kind of like the cherry on top is I'm going to share with you a way that you could earn passively in the process just by saving for your future. So like I said, it's like a cherry on top, but like with anything like that, there's no guarantees with that. So by company rules, I have to share this link here, and it's the income disclosure. Disclosure for 7. Okay, so like if you click on that button in the chat, that'll give you the income disclosure statement. Okay, so I want to make sure everybody has that first and foremost here. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and share a PowerPoint with you that I have this morning, and I do have a short video that's very critical into. Let's go here, and let me get me out of the way here. So it's like that. That's what I like to tell people is if you're wondering how, regardless of your income, how you can actually start saving in the form of silver and gold, pay close attention with this presentation, because this was where I was at over, if you go back to December 10th of 2020 and ask me, hey, Rick, how would I go about saving in silver and gold? I would have no idea what to tell you. I would say probably, well, look it up on Google. And so it's like with this presentation, it's going to share a lot of information with you as far as what you can do starting today. And like I said, this is something that's regardless of your income, this is something that you should be able to do, and I will cover that here in a second. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get going here with the presentation. So we're going to be talking about the most overlooked and simple technique to building your wealth and growing your income starting today. This presentation is going to be covering, how you can preserve your wealth and have a more secure financial future for yourself and your family, which is important. There's a lot of opportunities online where they're showing you, do this, and this to make money. You see those offers all the time, how you can make X amount of dollars by following my system. And yeah, there's some opportunities out there that do actually work, but the 90% of them don't. Okay. It's just as far as the system that they're showing is, it works for them by you paying into them. But when you actually start going through the training, the step-by-step stuff, it doesn't lead to any results. And that's why people get frustrated. So, but there's so many offers out there where you're actually people are trying to get you to make money, but there's no offers out there that show you what to do with your money once you make it. Okay. So that's what's really nice about this. It's all about, it's not about paying for a program or a system and then you get no return. This is about doing something where you actually are paying yourself. You're saving for your future. And in this case here, we're talking this morning about precious metals here, silver and gold. So I'm going to be covering what are the benefits of saving in the form of precious metals, specifically silver and gold. And also, the company also that I'm going to be sharing with you also does offer platinum. So that is, it's one of the forms of precious metals. So I'm going to be sharing with you how you can save, who you can trust. There's a lot of companies out there that you can actually purchase silver or gold from. But there's what I'm going to cover in this presentation is what you need to look for and to keep in mind if you are going to, look into that avenue as far as saving for your future. And also, it's, how do you know if you're getting a good deal? Like I said, there's a lot of companies out there, but you want to make sure that you're getting the best price, but then also the silver and gold or platinum or whatever you're purchasing or saving in the form of is actually traceable and trackable. That's very important because it does make a difference, because you want to make sure that you're getting what you're paying for. Okay. And also, how can you afford to purchase gold and silver even if you're on a tight budget? And like I said, this is something that regardless of your income, if you're making minimum wage or you're making like $15,000 a year or $150,000 a year, regardless of how much you make, you can afford to save in the form of silver and gold. And there's a misconception out there that you have to have thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars in order to do it. No, that's not true at all. You can actually do it incrementally month by month, because I have on here how, gold and silver really build true generational wealth. And the fact of the matter is yes, it can. If you look at all the wealthy families, the ones that generation after generation, they have wealth, and they're, you never see them struggling or, worried about, you don't see people racing out the door every morning to go to work or something, where, these families that have the generational wealth, yes, true, it's safe. They don't have all their eggs in one basket, but the one key factor that all of them have is that they all have a certain percentage that they save in the form of silver and gold. Okay. And so what I'm going to be sharing with you here today is, how you can do that, how you can start doing that. And with generational wealth, it's not something where that instantaneously they had money. Okay. It's not like now where, if you win the lottery or something, or somebody, passes away and gives you a ton of money, okay, then you have that kind of more instant wealth. But for 99.999% of the people, building wealth is something that has to be done over the course of time. And with what I'm sharing with you here today, you will be able to figure out how to do that. Okay. So I'm going to also be sharing with you what your financial institutions and your financial advisors are not wanting you to know, and then also how you can start today. And like I said, I do have a very special opportunity. If you're looking in, if you're living in the United States, Canada, Australia, Ireland, UK, New Zealand, or Singapore, I like to call this the cherry on top. This is where you can actually save incrementally for your future and start building wealth. But at the same time, you have the opportunity to earn passively in the process. So I will go, the video I'm going to share with you touches slightly on that, and then I'll go over to it with you in a little bit more detail. And then I have an extremely exclusive special offer. And this is part of my anniversary celebration event. It's just my way of thanking you for being here with me today. Okay, so this is actually, I'm not doing this offline. You do have to be part of this presentation, and you do have to contact me for that, because it is something exclusive that I will have to work with you on. So it's definitely worth your time. Okay, so who is this for? It's for understanding. It's anyone that understands the importance of saving in the form of silver and gold, but they're not sure how to go about doing it. That was me. That was me over a little over a year ago. I knew it was important, but I just didn't know how to do it. So I never did it. And that's key. You know, what do you do if nobody ever shares something with you and teaches you how to do something? You just go ahead and go about life the way you've always done it, because you don't know. And in this case here, if you're from a wealthy family, a generationally wealthy family, yes, you over the course of time, it's been passed down from generation to generation. But if your family's never actually saved in the form of silver and gold, they probably just never knew how to go about doing it, so they never did it. So this is something that it's very educational, and it's something that everybody should be aware of. Okay, it's also for those who are looking for other options to save and control how much and how often they save. It's for those that, like I said, I've said this in previous presentations. If you're working for a company that has a 401k, I highly encourage you to take advantage of that, because with that, your money's working for you behind the scenes. Like with the 401k, a certain percentage is taken out of your paycheck every week. And depending on how you have it split up in your 401k, that money starts growing and building for you over the course of time. So it's like, and I like to consider this your own personal version of a 401k and silver and gold. Okay, that's the way I look at it, because it's something where you can control how much you save and how often, and you can do it incrementally. Like in this case here, I'm going to share with you how you can do it just once a month. You can have something, you can purchase something, have it sent to you, but you're actually saving in that form of a tangible, whoops, I just dropped mine. A tangible, good thing it's in this case, this tangible silver or gold. Okay, so that's something where on top of it, not only are you saving that, you physically have it, you touch it. And when you, just from the concept of being able to touch or look at your savings, it does something to you mentally. And until you actually start doing this, you probably wouldn't understand how it makes you feel. Okay, there's something, it just adds something to it when you can physically hold it in your hand. Okay, but like I said, I'd like to consider this your own personal version of your 401k in the form of silver and gold. It's also for those who are looking for put away money for college. You might have a son or a daughter or grandkids that are interested in going to college, but you want to help them out some way, but you're not quite sure how to go about doing it. In this case here, this would give you another option to look at. Okay. And for me, it did make a difference, because when my son, when I was introduced to this to me, my youngest son just graduated high school in the spring, and he wanted to go to college. And so this would have been great if this was shared with me years ago, but it wasn't. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, this gives me another option to save for his schooling. Okay. And this is something that if you're a business owner on here, I want to point this out. If this is something that if you're not able to offer your employees a 401k plan, okay, like a lot of the bigger corporations, they can afford to do that. And that's part of one of the benefits of working for those companies. But if you're a smaller business owner or like a mom and pop shop or something like that, and you have people that are working for you, this is something that you should consider sharing with them, because this will give them an opportunity, to save it, for their future and build something. Okay. And this is something that if you want to jump on a separate call, we can do that, because I have some ideas for you how you could actually share that and have it benefit you and your employees at the same time. Okay. So it's also for people that are looking to just put a nice little nest egg on the side. and something that can actually grow and build over the course of time. And also, like I said, I do have a special opportunity here today where you can actually earn an additional income while you're saving for your future. And I did, I mentioned like my son just graduated high school in the spring. Okay, well, the information I'm sharing with you here today is not taught in the formal education system. It wasn't shared with me when I was growing up. And I know with my youngest son and then my oldest son, they were not taught this information. So like when I shared this information with them, they're like, they didn't know that. It's like, holy cow, we didn't know that. So it's something that it gives you an opportunity to actually share some information with them. So if you have like a teenage son or daughter or grandkid, or somebody who's in high school or college, I would have them at least watch this video that I'm going to share with you here in the next minute here. Okay, and that because it is very eye-opening, and it can actually give you some insight as to how you should approach how you save or how you invest. And and first and foremost, I do want to say that I am not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you the information that was shared with me that is actually life-changing when you understand the importance of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is real quick to recap, to qualify for the drawing, send me an email at rick@silvergoldsolutions.org with your biggest takeaway. That'll qualify you for the weekly and the monthly drawing. Plus, on top of it, if you have any questions whatsoever after this presentation, I will try and answer all the questions I can in the chat, but I'm not, unfortunately, I can't see them on YouTube with the way my Zoom is set up, so I apologize about that. But if you want to email me a question at rick@silvergoldsolutions.org, I will get back to you as quickly as possible. But then that's also how you need to contact me in order to get this exclusive special 1-year anniversary celebration offer that I have for you. Okay, and it's something it's really worth your time, trust me. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to bring in a gentleman by the name of Zach Davis. He's one of the co-founders of this company called 7K, and he has a real nice presentation here. So I highly encourage you to watch the video and pay attention to what he's sharing with as far as the value of the US dollar, what's happened to it over the course of time, plus then also what's happened to silver and gold over the course of time. I mean, it's important to know that because even you look at gold and silver have always held I guess its purchasing power. You go back to and I've said this many times before, you go back to even biblical times. What did one of the wise men bring the infant Jesus? They brought him gold, because even back then gold had its significance. It's always been around. It's always something that's tangible. It's not something that governments can, they just can't print gold left and right. No, this actually, it's not like paper money, fiat currency, where they can just print it at the presses and you have a piece of paper, but it's not really that value. Okay, and that's what's I'm going to share with you here in this video here. So Zach does a real nice job here with this video. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start this video, and I don't know why that's showing, and I'll be here watching with you. I'm gonna have to check, make sure everything's going good on YouTube, and then I'll be back in here and I will go over a little bit about what he says during the video afterwards, and then I will share my exclusive unheard of opportunity with you. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the video and take some notes while you're at it. Okay.
Welcome to 7K. Are you working harder for more money to cover the basics, but it just doesn't seem to go as far? Well, it's not just you. Higher costs and added financial pressures on families today are causing fear, uncertainty, and doubt on a large scale. In fact, as of May 2017, did you know that 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense? They'd have to rely on a credit card, selling something, or borrowing money if such event arose. So what's happening with your money? Well, it's in the numbers. Look at this chart. In 1913, the Federal Reserve was created, and you'll see at that point, $1 was worth $1 in spending power. But in 2013, the dollar was only worth about 5 cents. That's about a 96% reduction in value of the spending power of the dollar since 1913. Here's how it shakes out in real life. This is the everyday price index. This measures inflation for everyday spending in 3 different categories. So this is weighted for different expenses in each group, like more healthcare costs or education costs. Urban renters, 58.1%. Retired couples, 61.6%. Look at this for young families trying to start a family and own a home, 78.3% more inflation. Now look at these numbers. Now, these are things that you have to have on a daily basis. Eating food at home costs 43% more between 2000 and 2018. 59% increase to eat out. Heat sources, 99%. Car insurance, 97%. Water and sewer, 133. Do you know anybody who'd like to go to college today? Maybe a child or grandchildren? 151% increase in college tuition. Medical care expenses, up 97% in the same time frame. Now, do you mind if I show you the case for sound money? Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver is one of the secrets the wealthy have always used for ages to amass and protect their wealth. In fact, governments and financial institutions know and use the secret. They are the largest holders of gold in the world today. There's a reason why. Look at this. What could you buy today with the same silver from 1965? But check this out. If you went to the grocery store and you wanted to buy a gallon of milk and took in 1 ounce of silver or $1 bill, you could purchase that gallon of milk in 1965. But in 2019, 1 ounce of silver would get you 5 gallons of milk. How many gallons of milk would $1 purchase you? Nothing. That's a 410% increase in buying power for silver. Look at the movie ticket. 1965, $1 or 1 silver ounce will buy you a movie ticket. And in 2019, 1 ounce of silver would buy you almost 2 movie tickets. That's an 80% increase in the buying power of silver. That means that is a 95% reduction in the spending power of the dollar bill. Check this example out. 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 would buy you 1 Ford Mustang in 1965. But if you took $2,500 into the Ford dealership today, I promise you, you're not walking out with a Ford Mustang. Now, you might be able to get a down payment, but look what happens today in 2020 with the same 2,500 ounces of silver. You could actually purchase 2 Ford Mustangs. Now, here's a great example of the purchasing power of gold and the dollar. Question is, where would you put this $10,000 in 1965? Would you put it in a house or would you put it in gold? Here's how the numbers shake out for 2020. $10,000 put into a home would have turned into roughly $85,000. That's a pretty good return. But the same $10,000 put into gold is $528,251. That is a huge difference. So the question is, after seeing those statistics, does your financial future seem a little bit more challenging? But why aren't your financial professionals telling you about this? The truth is, they don't want you to know. They want you to think it's not important to know the secrets of sound money. But we believe in you and want to guide you in your journey to creating and protecting true wealth for your family and your legacy, because you deserve it. So we're going to show you how to use the secrets the wealthy have always used to confidently get ahead of the game now and forever. We are 7K. The 7K founders are on a mission to change the world. 100 plus years of successful business experience sits between them. In fact, they have changed multiple industries for the better. They have a passion for helping the average person get ahead. And one of these individuals actually created a company that is worth $2 billion today. They have shared abilities but unique strengths that can help you to achieve the success you want. Here's a message from our founders. We created 7K because we genuinely want to improve the lives of people around the world. We have watched way too many of our friends struggle as the economy fluctuates, employment issues arise, or unexpected changes come up in life. Using the power of gold and silver, we believe we can provide a way for people to create financial independence, preserve their wealth, and live an exceptional life. We started this company because we believe in you. So here are some of the questions that we had when we found out about the power of sound money. Let me ask, do any of these resonate with you? Where should I buy it? Who should I trust? What should I buy? How do I buy in small quantities, and how do I get more of it? So we created a membership that solves many of the problems the average person like you and I face when we buy precious metals. One of the very first member benefits of being a member of 7K is dealer direct pricing on gold and silver bullion. Here's how the process works. The US Mint create coins. They sell those coins to a dealer And then we sell those coins directly to you. No minimums, no maximums, period. This was just the beginning. And we didn't stop there. But first, the question about what should you buy? To answer that question, we created what we call our buyer certification program. Why? Because we already made all the mistakes so that you don't have to. This expert training helps you identify what type of buyer you are and understand the following. How the wealthy have always used sound money for their gain. The key factors to protect your personal finances in any economy. What's the value of MS-70 in coin collecting and why it's potentially more valuable than bullion? Why governments and large institutions are the biggest buyers of gold and silver. Now, here's the 5 reasons for sound money. Hedge against poor government decision and potential economic collapse. Wealth accumulation, wealth protection, portfolio diversification, last certainly not least, and probably one of my favorite, is coin collecting. In fact, what if I told you that we all made a $1.2 million mistake because we didn't understand the power of coin collecting? Did you know that if you had purchased one MS-70 Silver Eagle every month since 1986, it would have cost you roughly $40,000 to $50,000? Now that seems like quite a bit of money, but over time, it's really not compared to today's value of that coin collection. It would be worth $1.2 million. The problem is most of us lack a little bit of discipline. So we don't go down and purchase those coins every single month like we should. So we needed an easy way that doesn't require discipline to collect coins every month. And that's why we created our Auto Saver program. So we gathered a team of world-class experts to hand select collectible coins to take your collecting and legacy to the next level. Our world-class coins and collections are sent to your door every single month, giving you peace of mind that your saving is on autopilot. Here are the 3 different options that you have for the Auto Saver program. First is the basic. We send a 7K exclusive collection, MS-70 Silver Eagle or standard 7K label MS-70 Silver Eagle to your door every single month. Now, we run different labeled series like the US 50 State series for this tried and true collectible. This option features the steady as she goes and most popular collectible coin that has proven to be a great long-term value. Now, our variety coin. This will be quite a showcase when you're finished. These MS-70 coins tell an incredible story from start to finish, and they're delivered to your doorstep every single month. The specialty option are gold and rare silver collectible coins that are a specialty. Often these coins have a limited run of less than 500 coins in the world. With this option, you'll get a mix of both sent to your door every single month. Now, of course, these will be handpicked by our experts. Don't feel secure about storing your collection at home? No problem. We will store your collectibles for free when you actively buy a qualifying collectible coin every single month. Every month you buy is another month we store your coins for free in our private vault. These private vaults are 100% insured by Lloyd's of London. They're military grade security, have inventory management, movement tracking, electronic visibility, and like I said before, one of the coolest member benefits is free monthly storage when you're on a qualifying coin. Perhaps one of the most exciting things that we've done here at 7K as a member benefit is created what we call the Sound Money Wallet. This is a new age of precious metals that has arrived. It's 100% backed by physical inventory. You can buy it, store it, trade it, cash it out, and more. The power is back in your hands with zero hassle and zero headaches. Here's how it works. You can take cash and instantly convert your cash into gold with no fee. Take the same gold and instantly convert it back to cash at one of the best buyback rates on the market. How about silver? You can do the exact same thing. Member to member transfers. Instantly send gold, silver, or cash to other members for free. You can also take gold or silver straight to you. You can request your metals to be shipped to your door for the cost of shipping and insurance. It's that easy. It's about time gold and silver gave you the freedom that you deserve. And let me ask you something. How many of you like good deals and love to travel? Well, as a member here, one of the other benefits is our 7K Advantage Rewards program. This program is helping you live a lifestyle that only you could design. There's 800 different ways to save. Exclusive offers on travel, local restaurants, wherever you are, everyday services that you're already using, and deals on the largest name brands. Save where you have to spend so you can spend more where you want. 7K getaways. Gold and silver are essential, and we believe it's the key to living a lifestyle and creating memories that will never fade. With our company-sponsored trips, you will make memories that span the globe. Hear what one of our customers has to say. In our 17-year marriage, my wife and I have never been on a plane together, let alone to a foreign country. Because of 7K getaways, we have now been on multiple trips together to places we never thought we would go. Now, remember, as of May 2017, 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense. So owning gold and silver is great. Traveling the world is great. But if you don't have the money to do those things, it can be very, very difficult. So here at 7K, we created a way where you can share, earn points, and get paid. Every time you share it with somebody else, you generate points. So when you purchase your membership, it creates a spot in the tracking center. You have the opportunity to build two teams, your left team and your right team. Every time you get 500 points on your left and 500 points on your right, it generates a $500 commission check. Let me just show you the multiple ways to earn. Membership and renewals, monthly autosaver program, rare coin sales, and retail sales. Every time a new member joins your team or a monthly auto saver coin is ordered, whether you shared it with them or another active associate on your team, you will collect points towards a cycle check. And let me show you how to rank up to unlock max pay. As an associate, you can earn up to $500 per week. A copper, $1,000 per week. A bronze, $2,000. Silver, $3,500 per week. As a gold, $7,000 per week. An executive gold, $10,000 a week. And as a presidential gold, $12,500 a week. There are a ton of benefits here at 7K. Here are just some. Residual income for a lifetime, like I just showed you. The autosaver program, where you set it and forget it. The Advantage Rewards program, where you can travel the world and have exclusive deals on some of the best name brands and some of your local favorites. 7K limited and rare coins. The Sound Money Wallet. 1099 tax write-offs because you'll be owning and running your own business. Gold-backed IRAs. 7K healthcare program. The ability to buy precious metals at dealer direct pricing, and much, much more. So the question is, are you ready to change your life? Here are the two ways that you can get involved with us: the standard membership or the premium membership. Our standard membership is a 1-year membership. It includes the buyer certification training, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, no minimums and no maximums. The Advantage Rewards program, 3 technology credits, access to exclusive low mintage collectibles, 1 graded silver coin, and access to our exclusive Sound Money Wallet. Now, as a premium member, you get a 1-year membership, the buyer certification, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, the Advantage program. But instead of 3, you get 12 technology credits. You get access to exclusive low mintage collectibles. You get 1 MS-70 silver coin, 1 silver bullion coin, 10 business cards, 4 wealth strategy books, and access to the Sound Money Wallet, so you can begin sharing this unbelievable opportunity with others. So ask yourself, how would it feel to know that you had control over your financial future? How would your life be different if you had more time and more money to do what you love? The question is, will you join us in our mission to change the world? Pick a membership package and get started today. Thank you for spending some time with us. My name is Zach Davis.
Okay, so Zach did a really nice job there of sharing what has happened, or with the U.S. dollar over the course of time, and also what's happened with as far as silver and gold over the course of time, and why it's important to consider that as an option to save. Here again, this is the income disclosure. This is actually, if you click on that link in the chat, it's going to pull up this information. So that's what that link is all about. Okay, so what I want to do here is just to kind of retouch on a couple of points that Zach made. What really stood out to me and what was the aha moments for me was when he showed the examples of 1965 to now for the silver. Like if you walked into a Ford dealer with $2,500 or 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, because back then they were both equal to $1, you could buy a brand new Ford Mustang. But if you walked into a Ford dealer today with $2,500 in cash, you're looking at that's maybe a down payment and then another 4 to 5 years of paying off the car. Whereas if you had that same 2,500 1-ounce silver coins and you walked into a Ford dealer, you could walk out with 2 brand new Ford Mustangs already paid for. So it shows you the difference of what, how much silver over the course of time has increased in value, whereas the US dollar and its purchasing power has decreased. And same with the example for the gold, you're taking that $10,000 in, putting in the investment of a house, which actually is obviously a good investment because it's for you and your family. But, the value that $10,000 over the course of time from 1965 till now would have a return of like $85,000, which is very good. $10,000 return turning $85,000 is good, but taking that $10,000 and putting it into gold, and over the course of time, the rise in the value of gold, you're looking at over $500,000. So $10,000 into over $500,000 that's just eye-opening. And that's something when you actually see it in black and white side by side, when you see the examples of what have happened, a lot of, we all can't go back in time, but when you see that over the course of history and over the course of time, silver and gold continue to maintain its purchasing power, its value. And that's what's important, is understanding that. And whereas, you might get a raise at the job you're working at. See, you start out a job at, was an example, $10, and then you get a $2 raise and you're like, oh, great, I got a $2 raise. But that money that you're making, because of inflation, because there's like right now, especially with the stimuluses and everything that's been happening over the last year and a half, all this extra money is being put into into the economy for people to use. But at the same time, what have you noticed? You've noticed that prices have gone up. And so, yeah, you might be getting a little bit more money, but because of the cost of living has gone up, you're still struggling to pay bills. Okay. You're still struggling to make ends meet. So this is something where to consider, and that's what my main purpose today was to share this information with you, to have you get more educated about why it's important to save at least some portion into silver and gold. And I'm by no means am I saying do everything in the form of silver and gold, because you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, because there's other options out there. I mean, there's real estate, there's, you have stocks, you have real estate, you do have like different types of cryptocurrencies and everything. But it's something you want to look at as far as something that is physical and it's tangible, and it's going to always maintain its value. Okay? And that's the key part here, is maintaining its value. And one thing I want to share with you is, like Zach was talking about the $1.2 million mistake. Now, when he's talking about, a lot of people are like, why would I want to save in the form of a graded coin? Okay, well, there's advantages to it. And one of the biggest advantages is when you have a coin that's graded, and in this case here, he's referring to this is an MS-70 2020 US State Series label. That's what 7K has done for Utah. Okay, so in this case here, this is an MS-70, which means it's perfectly graded. It's graded by NGC, which is the Numismatic Grading Corporation, and they're one of the top 2 grading companies in the world. So what this means is that this coin is perfect. There's no other better grade that you can get, and that it's going to always maintain its value because of the fact that it's graded and it's a perfect coin. And with NGC, with the graded coin, in order to have a coin graded, you have to have a membership with NGC, or even if it's any other grading companies, you have to have a membership. And like with NGC, it's one of the lowest around. It's like $25 for the membership. But then in order to have a coin graded, that's cost $35. So you're right there, you're at $60 just to have the coin graded. And then on top of it, you don't know if it's going to come back a perfectly graded coin or not. But then on top of it, that's not even covering the cost of the silver coin itself. Okay. And right now that kind of fluctuates depending on where you buy it. But when you have an MS-70 graded coin like this and NGC grades it, they put a serial number and a barcode on it. So you can always look this up online to see exactly what this coin is. And it'll show that it was graded by NGC once you put in this code. So it's a one of a kind coin because it has its own special serial number. But then with what Zach was showing with the $1.2 million mistake is if you would have actually collected one of these or purchased one of these once a month since 1986, when the Silver Eagle first came out, you would probably spend over the course of time 40 to 50 grand in order to put that collection together. But this is incrementally, it's not all at once. And that's the point of building wealth and having it build over time. But if you would have spent $40 to $50,000 over the course of 35 years, 36 years, 35 years, that's not that much money. But in this case here, that collection is worth $1.2 million. Okay, so that's a heck of a return. It's a heck of a investment, so to speak. And even at the time, you're just doing it from a savings standpoint, from doing it month to month to month. Okay, and so in this case here, that is a huge, huge difference in value. Okay, and I'm not sure if you noticed on the graphic or not, the one coin that in the upper right corner, it had one coin from 1999 is worth $19,000. Okay, and a lot of times with coins in that, it's like sometimes the value goes up after it's actually issued, because back in 1999, of course, if everybody knew that an MS-70 graded 1999 American Silver Eagle is going to be worth $19,000, everybody would have got them. But the truth of the matter is like when I checked the one book that you actually get with your membership, there was only 199 of those graded MS-70 perfect. Okay, so that's what the aspect of collecting or saving in the form of a collectible coin is. 7K is taking the guesswork out of it for you. You don't have to worry about buying raw Silver Eagles and then sending them off to get graded and then maybe getting them back and they're not graded perfect. Okay, they're actually, with their membership, they're actually making sure that when you get the autosaver with the Silver Eagle, that you're going to get an MS-70 perfectly graded coin every single time. Okay, so that's something to think, keep in mind too. But before I share my exclusive anniversary special offer with you, real quick about 7K. They are a physical company. They have a location in Idaho Falls, Idaho. You can actually, if you're in that town, you can actually walk in their front door and do business with them if you would like. They have a phone number. You can reach out to them at any time. And then they also do have a chat support. So, and it's not 24-hour chat support, but they have extended hours with their chat support. And anytime I've ever had a question for their support team, they're like right on the spot. I highly, I think highly of their, basically their customer service, because anytime I've ever had a question, their people are very knowledgeable and they get back to you right away. And that speaks volumes, because if you're saving or purchasing gold and silver, you want to make sure that you get answers right away. You shouldn't have to wait a day or two for something to get back to you. They get back to you right away. And I've had one or two occurrences where the person on the support at night needed to get more information, and they said, okay, well, we'll get back to you as soon as we can in the morning. And one time I had somebody call me the next morning first thing. Another time I checked my email first thing in the morning and I already had an answer. So it's something that they are really good on their customer service, and I cannot speak highly enough about that. They do have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. And when I did the screen capture here for this presentation, they had 40 customer reviews. And at that time, they had a 4.5 out of 5-star rating, and which is really good. What I'd like to think is more important is this customer complaints. Okay, so they've been in business since 2016 and they've had 0 customer complaints. So it speaks volumes about the company and the products that they have, and just their overall, the way they handle their business. And that's really great to know. But then also a little bit more about the founders. There's Zach Davis, who did the nice presentation for us, Roger Ball, Josh Anderson, and Richard Hansen. And so it's not just one person owning and running the company. They do have several founders, 4 founders there, but then they also have a board of directors, which is also good to know. So that way, that they, decisions made by the company moving forward are done by a group of people, not just one person calling the shots, which is also nice to know. And if the name Roger Ball looks familiar to you, in the presentation, Zach mentioned one of their founders had created a company that was a $2 billion company. Well, that's Roger Ball. He's the one who created the company Melaleuca. And here in the United States, that is like they've been around for a couple of decades here, and they are really a high quality company. So it just kind of shows you the quality of people that decided to get together, and they're like, how can we make silver and gold affordable or an option for the everyday person, regardless of their income, how they can save incrementally. And, that's how they came up with their autosaver program. And that's why they wanted to do this, their compensation plan or their share program. That's what I'd like to refer to as, it's kind of like a pay it forward program. That's just their way of thanking you and I for sharing the opportunity with other people. And like, it's like, what, the people are going to share our company with people. Why not reward them? Okay. So like if you go to a restaurant and you enjoy the food there and you go out and you tell your family and friends about the restaurant, oh yeah, you should eat there. You don't get a commission, or the restaurant doesn't give you anything for you referring those people to the restaurant. Same with like a movie. If you watch a movie and you recommend somebody to go watch it, the movie theater or the film company doesn't say, okay, well, thanks for sending these people here. Here's 10% commission or something. They don't do that. But so what 7K wanted to do also is just kind of, like I said, it's the cherry on top, just for sharing the opportunity. You can, qualify to earn passively in the process. And that's what I want to share with everybody, is that a great opportunity to do that. And so what I wanted to do with what I want to do is a special offer. Okay, now this is something that if you're not interested in doing this to earn passively, that's quite all right. That's not like a requirement or anything. That's just a little extra bonus if you're in one of the 7 countries, the US, Canada, Australia, Singapore, Ireland, UK, or New Zealand. Like if you wanted to share this opportunity with other people and then get compensated for it in the process, you can do this. Okay. But what I want to offer as a special opportunity here, and I'm even going to take it even further, is if you want to be a part of a team, it's not my team, it's not your team, it's our team. What I want to do is I want to be able to help you, qualified as an associate. My goal is to have everybody on our team at least hit the rank of associate, where you're getting that qualifying for that $500 a week passive income check. And, yes, you need to have at least 2 members, one on your left and one on your right, then you qualify as an associate, which then it basically boils down to how many points you get, as on your left and right side. Okay. But what I want to do is share that opportunity with you to work together with you and help you qualify as an associate and help you rank up. Because with the share plan here at 7K, it's something where in order for everybody to benefit, you have to help the people on your team rank up in order for yourself to rank up. So it all is kind of synergistic as far as your actions and my actions. They all work together. And that's what I want to offer us, to work together as a team. And in order to do that, what I'd like you to do is just send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And this also qualifies you for the weekly and the monthly drawings. And let me know your name, your best email address, and your phone number. And the phone number, I'm not going to call you unless you ask me to call you. That's just to give us another means of communication. Because what I will do once I get your emails, I will send you my phone number back. And that way it gives you an option. Like, say, if you're sharing the opportunity or if you have questions, you can text me and like say, hey, Rick, I need some information on this. Can you help me out with this presentation I'm doing or whatever? I could jump on a call with you or something, and I'd be more happy to help you out because you're part of the team. So I will once I get your email, I will send you an email back with my phone number and then a link to create your membership. And with that link, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not even going to be my own link. Okay. It's going to be somebody that's part of the team already. And so, once you create, take that link, create your membership. And then once you create your username or which is going to be your profile ID, send that link back to me. And then I will in turn share that with the next person. Okay. So that way it helps you qualify quicker and it helps everybody on the team as well. So if you didn't want to do that, or if you just want to go ahead and create your membership, you can go to the 7kmetals.com/Rick F. If you went to 7K Metals website right now and just did 7kmetals.com, it's going to ask you who referred you. So everything that they do, they're wanting to pay it forward and help people out. Okay, so even if you went there just to the general website, you would need to put in Rick F because I would be the one that you heard the information from. But what's also very nice about this is once you create your username, you have your own personal 7K version website. So you can post this on your social media. You can share it like on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you have, a spot where you can share a link. And that way, if anybody clicks on that link and makes a purchase, because they do have collectible coins. They have the silver and gold. They have the bullions. They have the bars. They do actually have jewelry for both men and women. So there's different items that you get. It's not just collectible coins that they have. They're a very rounded company. They have a lot of different items that they offer, and because they have their own products page section. And so if anybody went to your website and made a purchase, you would get credit for that. Or if they created a membership, that person would be attached to you. So there's different ways of actually sharing the opportunity. But so, like I said, usually when I tell people though, when they create their username or something, try to keep it something short or easy to remember, or else, of course, have it be professional so you can maintain the quality and integrity of the company, because 7K is really a phenomenal company. I cannot speak highly enough about them. Since I've been a member, I've really, really enjoyed every month with them. And plus there's the member benefits. It's not that you're not just, when you pay your membership, it's not just a fee and then you don't get anything for it. You actually physically get, there's a membership package. And one of the things that you do get, and I can never get this right here. It's glossy. So there's this here, American Silver Eagle book, and it's autographed by Miles Standish, and it actually covers like the history of the American Silver Eagle in it. Okay, and it's which is really nice because it shows you the story behind how it was created, but then also it does show you some of the from the years, the number of coins that were graded perfect. So like in this case here, when I referred to that 1999 coin that was worth $19,000 itself, it gives a breakdown of coins how many coins were graded perfect in versus MS69 and on down below. But you also get, with your membership, you actually do get with the basic membership, because that's what at the time when this was shared with me was exactly a year ago, 2 weeks before Christmas. And I had already kind of was on a tight budget with Christmas and everything come up. So I just went with the basic membership. And then also I went with the basic autosaver, or the standard membership at basic autosaver. And at the time I got an MS69, which is a hair shy of being perfect, but with your membership package, you do get a graded coin and you do get the book. And then you get also access to all the membership benefits, which I'll cover here and again in a little bit, give kind of like a general summary of it. But so it's not just you're paying something, then you don't get anything for it. So you're already going to be getting physical silver with your membership package. And that's why I said this is like a great opportunity for this to be a Christmas gift. It's a great Christmas gift idea, whether it's a membership that you do, or you make a purchase of, silver or gold, and give it to somebody to open up their stocking or looking in their stocking and have an MS70 perfect silver graded coin in there. That's a tremendous gift to give. And plus they have other items where you can even use this for like birthdays, anniversaries, wedding gifts. There's so many ideas here. And like I said, they do have jewelry. So even if you wanted to do it from the aspect of purchasing jewelry for a member or for a family member or something as a gift, you could do that as well. So there's a lot of options. It's not just, some people think it's just graded coins. It's not. You can actually get the raw silver eagles. You can get the gold coins. They have them in fractional denominations. And that's like when I always encourage people when they start to take the time to go through the buyer certification training, and it'll give you some eye-opening details on, what types of silver and gold you should save. And because my easiest thing to recommend for somebody from my personal experience would be to go with the MS70 Silver Eagle, because it's affordable and it's something that, if you don't have time to look into the training or whatever, what's nice about their training real quick is that it's something that, it's probably maybe 3 to 4 hours total. But if you start watching something, you could actually pause it. And then if you come back even a day or two later, it'll pick up right where you left off. It's not one of those things where you have to keep watching from the beginning over and over again, like a lot of offers out there. But so they have a real nice training thing. And it's something I highly encourage everybody to go through, because you're going to learn so much more about silver and gold. And it'll actually help you with sharing the opportunity with other people. But also they do have and I got one of these just to see what it was like. This is a 0.5 gram PF70, which is a perfectly graded gold coin, and serial number and barcode. Serial number and barcode up at the top, so you can trace it and track it. And there's only 5,000 of these mintage. This is the U.S. Animal State Series. Okay, so like two of the things that they're doing right now is the Silver Eagle State Series. So like if you were a collector and you were able to put all 50 United States state Silver Eagles together as a collection, that would have a nice resale value as far as for, because everybody knows that collectors, there's a high demand for collectors items. So if you had a 50 state MS-70 perfectly graded Silver Eagle set, that would require top, that would you could demand top dollar for that if you went to resell, because you're selling a complete set of perfectly graded coins, and that's something that it does take time to put together, and so you would be able to. That's going to have a nice value, maybe not the $1.2 million mistake type value, but it's going to have a nice value. So that's what between my son and I, that's what we're trying to do, is put together the MS-70 state series and have all 50 states together as a collection. And so you could do the same thing with the gold too, as far as the half-gram gold. So there's a couple other membership options, and I'll share that with you here in a minute. So if you're interested in being a part of the team, go ahead and send an email direct. And as soon as I get your email, I will send you an email back. And depending on how, it might take a little bit here, depending on how many people are on this call and want to send and stuff, but I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Okay. And then here's the special offer. And I'm sorry it took me so long to get to it, but because you're on this call, and when you email me, if you're interested in becoming a member, when you email me, I will share with you an exclusive thank you from me on how you can get your membership half off. And this is not anything from 7K. This is from me personally, because I'm celebrating my 1-year anniversary, and it's my way in the gift of giving for this Christmas holiday season. I want to share and pay it back with people. Okay, so I will share with you personally how to do that. So go ahead and contact me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org, and I'll fill you in on that. And I guarantee you, it is definitely worth your time. Okay, so what I want to do here is real quick. I'll cover the membership packages real quick. Here's the income disclosure statement here. The standard membership is $199, and with it, there's 50 points attached to it. So this shows you that anytime that you have somebody that joins that is a standard member, those 50 points will get attributed to your left or right, depending on how you have it positioned in your back office. And so there's 50 points with that. And then there's the plus membership, which is $359, and that's 100 points. And then the premium membership is $499, which is 150 points. So whether depending on what package you get, you could still qualify as an associate or an associate and rank up to copper, silver, or copper, bronze, and silver, and so on, even if you start with just a standard membership. Okay, so yeah, your point total is going to be higher if you go with a premium membership, but that's not necessarily going to ensure that it'll help you get your first paycheck a little bit quicker, maybe, if you're looking at from that aspect of things. But whether you start as a standard membership or a premium, you still have the opportunity to work, when we're working together as a team, to qualify all the way up to presidential gold. And that does require a lot of effort, and it requires you sharing the opportunity. And like I wanted to say is, if you work for a company or something, or you have maybe 4 or 5 people that would be interested in this, in saving in the form of silver and gold, then let me know that when you send me your email, because there's a way that we can kind of like structure how I share your link, and then I could give you ideas on how you can share your links as far as helping you qualify faster, because you don't want to just keep everybody sharing your link with everybody, because unless the people below you are ranking up, you're not ranking up either. Okay, so I can give you, explain that more in more detail. Okay, so there's a breakdown of the points and the costs, and like I said, with each of them, you get something with each of them. Okay, so like you just don't pay a fee and then you don't see anything. You actually get physical silver or gold, or physical silver or a highly limited edition collectible. Okay, so you do get that. You get the book, which is this book right here. And this is actually the MS-69 that I got when I first created my membership. So with the autosavers, there's actually 4 different plans to choose from now. They just added one. I guess I need to correct that graphic there. There's the State Animal Series, which is the silver. That's $139 per month, and that's the U.S. Animal State Series. And I believe that one is colorized. There's the Eagles, the basic membership, or the basic autosaver, is the Eagle State label, which is $105. This is actually the lowest cost one, and that's where you get the MS-70 State Series Silver Eagle. And there's 5 days each month that you can choose your autosaver to ship from. So this is why people are like, well, how would I get earn weekly? Well, not everybody that signs up is going to have the same ship date for their autosaver. So there's the first of every month, the 8th, 15th, 21st, and 26th. So like if you created your membership today, but didn't want to have your autosaver shipped till say January 1st or January 8th, you could do that. To qualify and maintain your associate status or above, you do have to have the autosaver active and at least get 1 coin a month. Okay, that's as far as paying it for, because that's in order to keep you active and then have it help you and benefit the people below your people on your team. You do have to have your autosaver active. And basically what it's doing is it's just ensuring that you are saving X amount per month, building that generational wealth step by step. Because if you just do 1 coin a month, at the end of the year you have 12 coins, and you'll have 12 perfectly graded coins, and that's gonna start building that wealth. And then you do a year, this year and then next year and next year. Before you know it, that's what put together that $1.2 million mistake. And that's what people don't understand, is if you don't start doing it, or you don't have the discipline to do it monthly, then if you put the money in your savings account or whatever, which is, everybody knows that interest on savings is crap right now. It's like, I think I have one account that's like a 0.015%, and then another is 0.03%. What the heck is that? That's nothing. So the banks are asking you to put your money in the bank. Okay, I'm going to get off on a little bit of tangent, but this is one of the things that your financial institutions don't want you to know, because if you're putting money in the bank, it's just sitting there. They're actually using your money to create loans to buy silver and gold, and they're using your money to make money, but they're giving you nothing for it in return. So they're not going to say, hey Jane, I see you're on here, Jane. That's good to see you. Hey Jane, instead of putting your money in the bank, why don't you go ahead and save in the form of silver and gold, and this is company 7K. You can actually just get it direct from them. They're not going to tell you that, because then you're not putting your money in the bank. Okay, and they when you walk in the door, they act like you're your best friend, but they really don't, in most cases, give a crap about you. Okay, so in this case here, it's just something to keep in mind. Same with your financial advisor. Your financial advisor is not going to say, hey Jane, instead of contacting me, to handle your stocks or handle your account, go ahead and you can do this direct. Go ahead and contact 7K, and you can actually get your silver and gold, and you don't have to worry about paying me my fee in order to handle it for you. So that's one thing that people don't realize, is that a bank or a financial advisor is not going to recommend this to you, because then they're not handling it, and they're not making money off of you. Okay, so keep that in mind. And with this, the autosaver thing, you can change the dates of the month, so you're not locked into having like you pick the first of the month, but then bills are coming up or something that something's going to come. If you wanted to change it to the 8th or the 15th or the 21st or 26th, as long as you're active, and there's a 30-day window, but then they do have a slight grace period. So as long as you're active, you won't lose your points. You'll still qualify each week for the payout, providing you have the 500 on your left or 500 on your right. And I want to share something with that in a moment here. But so it's like, this is something that you can do yourself. You don't have to pay somebody to do it for you. You can create your account and you can handle everything yourself. Okay, so that's what's really nice about it. But then the other two packages, and then I'll get off. I'll share what I was going to share with you about the payouts. There's also the state animal series, which is the one that I showed you. This is the 0.5 gram gold. Okay, and that's with a mintage of 5,000 or less. That's $179. And then they just add the 7 pillars of gold notes. And I think here it is. This is what it looks like. This is a replica in a gold note of the Roots of Humanity. So if you look up Roots of Humanity online, you'll see the story of how this guy created this huge stained glass window display, and it goes over the course of history and time and everything. And it's really kind of an interesting story. But if you went with that autosaver, the 7 pillar gold note, that's $119 per gold note. So once you have that as your autosaver, you'll lock in that part of getting that whole series, and that there's only like 10,000 of them made, I believe. So each month you would get one of these gold notes to make the 7 pillars. Okay, and it's actually made out of the stained glass window. Shows its color because the glass and the light coming through it. So in order to replicate that and actually have that same effect, this is what each one will look like. It's going to have that much vibrance and color to it because it's made on a pure gold node. Okay. So that's what's going to give it that reflectivity and everything like it has. So it's really kind of cool. But anyways, that one's $115 a month. Plus on all these, you do have the shipping and insurance, which usually runs about additional $12. So like your basic auto saver would be 105 plus the shipping and insurance, which is, I think right now it's coming out to 117. But still, if you divide that by 30, you're looking at roughly $3.80 a day. If you could save that much money, you can save in the form of silver, or in this case here, silver. And then it's a little bit more if you saved in the gold. But this is just some options that you have. And then it's really an exciting opportunity, I tell you. And as far as like with the points, what 7K started doing at the end of last year is if for members that were associates, they wanted to help them earn quicker. So what they did is they decided that, okay, well, you know what? Instead of having everybody wait to hit 500 points on your left and right to earn, if you have 250 on your left and 250 on your right, they will go ahead and when they cycle their points every Saturday night at 11:59 Mountain Time, that's when they cycle the points. So if you hit 250 on your left and 250 on your right, they would go ahead and put $250 in your Sound Money wallet. Okay, so they would actually pay you for those 250. So whenever they cycle the points, if you qualify at the 250, 500, or 1,000 points, depending on what rank you're at, they subtract those points out of your account. If you don't hit them, you don't ever lose your points unless you become inactive. Okay, so if you start accumulating points, as long as you're active, you will always maintain those points and you won't lose them on your team. It's like when if your account becomes dormant or something, or you don't save or whatever, then it's hard to maintain those points. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind. So the main thing really is to help you save on a regular basis. And by doing this, like if you put the money in a savings account or your bank account, there's always that something that comes up that I got to have this. And in most cases, you don't really necessarily have to. But in this case here, if you're saving in the form of silver and gold, it makes you think twice about liquidating. And the one thing that I want to point out, 7K does offer the highest buyback program or buyback price. So what you would do if you want to sell your silver or gold or whatever you're collecting or saving in the form of back to 7K, you just email them and say, hey, I want to liquidate some of my silver or gold or what have you. And they will send you a form. You fill out the form and then you in turn ship the silver or gold or whatever you have back to them via FedEx. And once they get it, they inspect it, make sure everything's good to go. And then they say, okay, well, this is how much this is what we can sell it to you as. So usually they do it based on the market price that day. And of course, you've got your time shipping to them. So kind of keep that in mind too. But they do offer that. That's one option as far as liquidating it. There's a thing that they also have that's called stack and sell, where, like I said, if you're getting a graded coin or something, it always comes with the serial number and barcode. It's in stack and sell is where you can actually keep track of all your silver or gold or whatever you're getting. And once you get it, there's an app where you can scan the barcode and it'll automatically input that into your stack and sell account. So it's a nice way to keep track of all your coins or whatever, or gold or silver, whatever you're doing. And if you wanted to sell it, there's tens of thousands of members in 7K. And there's always people that are looking to add certain coins or gold or whatever, or collectibles to their collection. So that gives you the option of selling it directly to somebody else, where you don't even need to actually handle the person directly. It's kind of almost like an eBay version of silver and gold. Okay, just use it as an example. But whereas they don't know your specific address, you don't know, you actually just ship everything through the stack and sell. So that's one option there, and that way you can name your own price too. It's not where it's what you necessarily paid for it. If it's something that you paid $105 for, but you want to sell it for $150, you can do that. Okay, that's your choice. So there's one option there too. And there's also the silver and gold places. And if you walked into any of those places with a perfectly graded coin, they know that they're going to have to give you top dollar for it. So they understand, all those places understand the value of graded coins. And so they're willing to pay more for it because it's graded. Okay. It has a higher resale value for them as well. So there's different options. So there are options to do if you're wondering how would I liquidate it if I needed an emergency. That's how you would go about doing that. Okay. So yeah, there are a lot of benefits to it. So how do you become an associate? You just need one member on your left and one member on your right. If you're familiar with compensation plans or anything affiliate marketing wise, this is like considered a binary compensation plan where you have one left and one right. And once you have that, qualify as an associate. And then when anybody who signs up or makes a purchase on their autosaver or makes a purchase separate from the website, if it has points attached to it, those get credited to you. And this is something where I do have a separate site, silverandgoldsolutions.org, where I do have some step-by-step videos for you to watch that'll actually show you how to do some of the things step by step. There's also the training in 7K's back office that'll actually show you how to do things as well. But if you just want a quick overview, you can go to that website as well. But so you have anybody who joins, creates a membership, there's points attached to it. Their autosaver has points, their purchases have points. Anytime somebody, like say if a member, 2 members below you has their own link in their Facebook profile or whatever, and somebody makes a purchase from that or creates a membership, those points get attached to that person, but they also get attached to you as well. So everybody that's below you and everybody that you help share the opportunity with is actually helping you earn on a weekly basis. So it's a really nice program they have set up. And like I said, the amount that the income disclosure here, I get that again, I get that all over the place because I don't want to get yelled at by them. There's so many ways for you to earn points. It's just a matter of how much you share it. Okay. And if you have trouble sharing it, or, you may not necessarily want to get on a presentation like I'm doing or whatever, let me know. We can work and figure out ways to do it. Okay. Plus I have something else that I will not share live here, but if you do contact me via email, I will share something with you. And I'm just trying to say this because I don't want anybody having any issues with what I'm saying. A lot of this is what I'm doing to help our team out. It's something that I'm doing, and I know a lot of other teams should be doing what I'm doing, but they're not. Okay. So that's where I encourage you to reach out to me directly. And I have some additional great information to share with you. Okay. So there are different ways. So you get the points on the autosaver when somebody creates a membership or joins. And then when somebody below you has their autosaver shipped to you or they enroll another member, you get points that way. And then there's also points from the purchases on your website because you will have your own personal version of 7K's website. So real close here, this is real quick. This is how the compensation works. This would be you, and then your first person on your left, first person on your right, that qualifies you as an associate. So these first 3, this being you on your first left and right, that qualifies you as an associate. So depending on the points, that enables you to at least earn up to $500 per week, depending on if you hit that point total. Now, usually at the beginning, it takes more than just a week to hit those points because you have to share the opportunity. And there is a 5-day grace period when you do earn your weekly check or your weekly payout, because there's a 5-day window when people can cancel. So, if you could qualify as an associate and hit your points, but then that person 3 days later decides to cancel, then they subtract the points. So that's why there's a 5-day grace period. Okay. So if you qualified this week and then on Monday that you showed $500 in your $250 or $500 in your Sound Money wallet, you would have when you get your initial payment, you do have to wait 5 days before you can withdraw it. So then you can either keep it in your Sound Money wallet or you can have it transferred to your bank account. And the whole setup process of the Sound Money wallet is not difficult at all. You do need to make sure that your address that you have with 7K matches your state ID or your driver's license or your passport, because they have to have that. They have to have a copy of your driver's license or ID or passport because they have to know who their customers are. By law, they have to do that. And then also your initial membership package will be shipped to what's on your state ID, driver's license, or passport. So make sure that information matches. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But this is, and as you're doing this, and it'll probably take you maybe 5-10 minutes to finish everything up as far as creating your membership. Okay, so it's not really that difficult a process. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me as well, and I will help you with that. Okay, so that would be how you would qualify as an associate. And actually what I'm having here is I'm sharing with you how you would become a copper, which is the next rank. So it's associate and then copper. So this is you for as an associate, one left and one right. Then your goal is to help your first two referrals become associates. So once your first person on your left becomes an associate and your first person on your right becomes an associate, and you get two more direct referrals, then you become a copper and you qualify for up to $1,000 per week. Okay, so this all, like I said, it all depends. I got the income disclosure again. It all depends on how much you share the opportunity. Okay, so like, once you have a left and right, it's going to benefit you to actually share that person's referral ID. Same with the person on your right. Now, if communicate to anybody that you sign up with, say, hey, are you able to share the opportunity? Because once you get somebody signs up under you, you'll get an email saying, hey, congratulations, so-and-so just created a membership. And then you have to go into your back office and it's set up to either put left or right, but you have to change it manually. It'll automatically go into a holding tank, but you have 36 hours to move that person to your left or right. And this may sound confusing, but it takes a whole 5 seconds. Okay. So, but you want to make sure it's going left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay. So like if you share this offer on your social media and 10 people sign up, it's going to put them into a holding tank. So you want to go back into your back office and go, this person left, this person right, and keep going like that. Okay. So you do control where people get placed. Okay. And this is technically really how it looks. So this would be you, your first left and right. At that line, you're an associate. Then you help these two people here become an associate. And then your next direct referral here on your left and right qualifies you as a copper. So that would mean that you would have a total of 4 people that are direct signups. So left and right is a direct sign up, and then left and right that qualifies you as a copper. Okay. And then in order to go to a bronze, you have to help your first associates become coppers, and then you get 2 more direct referrals, and then you qualify as for the $2,000 per week. So they have a really nice compensation plan. If you're able to work it, if you're not, just let me know, and I will do whatever I can on my end to help you succeed as a team. So just to cover the ranks real quick, there's associate, copper. Associate's $500 per week. Copper's $1,000 per week. Bronze is $2,000 per week, and then silver is $3,500 per week. Now, if you hit silver, the rank of silver in the first 90 days, you not only are making $3,500 a week, which is $14,000 a month, which is a really, really nice income, and your life would definitely change with that. Heck, your life would change definitely with $1,000 per week as additional income. But if you hit silver within the first 90 days and you're able to maintain that rank for an additional 45 days at least, meaning people don't drop off or anything, but you're able to stay qualified as a silver for 45 days after you hit it within the first 90, 7K has a real special thing where they actually reward you with a 100-ounce silver bar. Okay, so like right now, that's been kind of fluctuating with the market anywhere from like $2,700 on up to $3,200. So that's just their way of thanking you for sharing this great opportunity with people. So just think about that. Just for you sharing it, they're gonna reward you with an extra 100-ounce silver bar. And usually, like what they do, they have their getaways or their events, and that they like to at their events, they like to, if you're able to attend, they like to call you up on stage and formally give a presentation and share the bar with you, and they take pictures and everything, and they make a big deal out of it, because it is a real big deal, because you're sharing this great opportunity with a bunch of people, and you're helping people save for the future and build wealth. And unless you look at it from that standpoint, it's not just about selling something. It's not even that. It's really about saving. And that's what my whole premise of this presentation was, to educate people on how to save more in the form of precious metals, and at least consider it. Okay. And this gives you an option of how to do it. So after silver, there's gold, and there's executive gold and presidential gold. And some people are actually doing this for a living. So this is something, it is part of why they offer the health insurance and their benefits too. So there's a really great opportunity here. Okay, whoops, going the wrong way. Okay, so, and just real quick to wrap up the income disclosure, at the time these numbers were put together, there's, out of all the members that were part of 7K, 92% of them fell under the associate category, where they had 1 left and 1 right. Now, this means they qualified. They might not necessarily have received a payment, but at least they qualified as an associate. So 92% of the members are associates. 6% were copper, 1% were bronze, less than 1% were silver, gold, and executive gold, and presidential gold. So, but there were members that were, but they were all less than 1% because you really have to work with your team and have communication. That's why I wanted to set this up as a team and have you be part of our team. So we can I will keep track of your members as you're getting them, and then I'll actually help you position them so that you qualify quicker, and then also help other people on the team qualify quicker. So that's the main thing, is paying it forward and helping everybody out. So just to recap the member benefits, then we'll wrap this up. And I'm sorry this got a little bit longer, but I was really excited to share this with everybody. And I really do want everybody to have success. And whether you do this opportunity or not, at least you have the information. And that's my biggest goal, is to make sure that you have the information to take away from what I shared with you this morning. So you do have access, the benefits are you have access to the Sound Money wallet, which Zach explained how you can actually have the money in there and transfer it from cash to silver to gold, or vice versa. You can transfer it to members. You can send silver or gold to members if you want. Like if you have family members on here, you can do that. Okay, so you can do that through the Sound Money wallet. As long as they have a 7K membership, you can interchange it that way. There is a limit though to 2 per household. So like if you're watching, like Jane, if you want your husband to create a membership, he would actually have to enroll under you. That is one of the stipulations too. It's 2 per household, but the first member, whoever creates their membership first, that next person has to enroll underneath that person. But then at the same time, it's already giving you 1 leg to qualify as an associate. Okay, but in this case here, like if you did that, Jane, if your husband joined, I would want you to send me his link as well, and I will in turn share both of your links with other people on our team. So this is how you pay it forward. It's how you make a difference in other people's lives. Okay. And that's what I'm really excited about, is because I was grateful that this was shared with me, and I'm grateful to share it with you too. So there's also, you have the benefits of the autosaver program. You pick your day of the month, and then once per month, you don't have to worry about, hey, did I do, save in silver or gold this month? No, you just pick a date. And once that date comes, 7K will send you an email saying, okay, we charged your credit card, if that's how you have it set up, or we debited your bank account, or if you have money in your Sound Money wallet, they can actually subtract it from there. Here's your receipt. The very next day, you get an email. Here's your tracking number, and your silver or gold or what have you is on the way. And 2 days later, boom, you have it in your hands. And let me tell you, when you open up that package, when you rip open that FedEx package and you're holding it in your hand, it does something to you mentally, and I cannot explain it. But once you have it happen, you can actually get back with me and let me know how you feel. Okay, because it does make a difference. There's also 7K healthcare program. They do offer health insurance to their members, and they do, like any company, they do have an open enrollment period. So you would have to check with customer support to see when that is. I don't have it yet, but it is something that I will probably be looking into in the coming year here. But they do offer that. They do offer supplemental insurance too. So there's a benefit there. Then there's the dealer direct pricing on silver or gold, which Zach explained in the presentation. There's the rare collectible coins. They have something that's called a coin drop, where once every 1 week to 2 weeks, they have a coin drop where they have a limited edition rare coin where they make it available to members. And then if they're not all bought up during the coin drop, there's like I think a 25-minute window for the coin drop right now. It'll go, if they're still available after that, like say if you're at work or something, you can't get it at the time. If there's any left over after that, they actually go back into the product section of the website. So you'll be able to get it there. There's 1099 tax benefits. So like if you're sharing this opportunity and you're earning passively, there are certain things that you can deduct on your taxes. And I highly encourage you to check with your CPA or your accountant on that, just to make sure that you're keeping track of the right things. Or if you have a presentation where, you set up at, like say your community center, and you have the cost of renting the room or whatever, there's certain things for your cost in order to present it. There are certain things that you can do as a tax write-off. But I would, like I said, I'm not a tax expert, but I would check with your accountant or CPA. There's also they offer a gold-backed IRA, which is not too many companies do that. They have the 7K Advantage Rewards program, which Zach touched on lightly with that. And that's basically an app that you can get. And it's something that you can download, and there's different coupons and discounts for restaurants, hotels, travel, even stores in there. So there's additional ways for you to save, like a lot of places, like it's like there's different places that'll just sell that type of thing to save. We'll charge people $100 to $200 a year just to save. Well, it's kind of like Amazon Prime. you pay an additional fee just to get stuff quicker or whatever. And my personal feeling on that is if you make a purchase or something from somebody, they should do whatever they have to get to you as quickly as possible. Anyways, they shouldn't make you have to pay a minimum amount to have it shipped right away or get a faster shipment. But anyways, I digress on that. But anyway, so 7K Advantage, that is an added bonus. So you can save additionally just by having that. That comes with your yearly membership. You have residual income for life. So once the people that are on your team start qualifying and ranking up, when you start receiving those weekly paychecks, you want to continue getting them. So it's something that most people, that when they create their membership and they do rank up, they stay with the company. So there's something to consider there. And as long as people are active, you will continue to receive that passive income. And then there's also the e-commerce sales, because like I said, you have your own personal version of 7K's website once you create your membership. So I want to thank everybody again very much. I appreciate your time. I really do. I enjoyed being with you here this morning. I appreciate you being part of my 1-year anniversary celebration event. Like I said, email me direct if you want to be a part of the team. If you want to just create a membership, you can go to 7kmetals.com/Rick F and create your membership there. Like I said, and I put in the chat, there are 3 short videos on that homepage, and you can watch those, and it'll take maybe like 3 minutes here. I know my presentation was longer, but I did go more in depth as to what the benefits are. But then there's a button below that which says sounds good, or I'm in, or let's get started. And then you can create your membership there. But if you want to work as part of a team, and if you're wanting to try and earn passively in the process, I will do whatever I can to help you. So send me an email with your phone number and best email contact address to rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. Once I receive that, I will send you a link for you to sign up with. And if you contact me through my email, it will not be my direct link. It'll be somebody else on our team. And then I will also have my phone number on there. So you can text me if you have questions, or if you wanted me to call you, just say, Rick, I'd like you to call me to explain a little bit more. That's fine too. I can do that. And then once you get that link that I send you, create your membership. And then as soon as you create it, send it back to me, and I'll in turn start sharing your link as well. Okay. And like I said, I used to have my phone number on here, but because it goes on YouTube, I don't want people doing crank calls. So email me direct, and I will hit that information to you. I want to thank you again. And like I said, I will share the special, just my personal thank you to you for taking the time, for being interested in this, what I'm sharing with you today. I will share with you how you can personally save. And it's just from me to you. It has nothing to do with 7K. It's my way of thanking you. I'll show you how you can get half off your membership. Okay. So hope everybody has a great Saturday. I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you personally. And I wish everybody a happy, safe, and healthy New Year. And be careful if you're doing traveling during the holiday season here. Enjoy your time with your family. Thank you very much for being part of my celebration. And I look forward to working with you and having you on our team. Okay. Wish everybody a great day. Merry Christmas. Let's see. Let me check the chat real quick. I don't see anything there. And if you have questions in the chat from YouTube, I will answer those directly. So I will respond to the questions in the comment section. So look forward to answer here or there within the next hour or so. Okay. So thank you again, everybody. We'll talk again soon. Take care.